Hi guys, this is JMR Chemistry classes. Today we are going to learn about chemical properties of water. Generally, water is a stable compound. It cannot split into H2 and O2. Suppose you take H2O, it cannot split into H2 and O2. Gases are not evolved. Why? It is a stable compound. It is a stable compound. This is a covalent compound. Polar covalent compound. It cannot split into H2 and O2. At 2000 degrees centigrade, very small amount, that is 0.6%. 0.6% it decomposes into what? H2 and O2. If you balance it, 2 hydrogens, 2 water molecules, then 2 H2 plus water O2. So like this, very small percentage, even though less than 1%, they decompose into water H2 and O2. Means it is a stable compound. Finally, we'll conclude that water is a stable compound. Then second property, water acts as a catalyst. Yes, water acts as a catalyst. H2 plus Cl2 in the presence of water, it is nothing but moisture to form HCl. Here water acts as a catalyst. Here in the absence of moisture, there is no reaction. Means water acts as a catalyst. Suppose phosphorus react with oxygen. In the absence of oxygen, there is no reaction. Here also water acts as a catalyst. Yes, water is also acts as a catalyst. So these two are the what you call properties. One is water is a stable compound. It cannot further divided into H2 and O2, but at 2000 degrees centigrade, it decomposes into H2 and O2. But very small percent, less than 1% it decomposes. The next one, H2 react with Cl2, but in the presence of moisture to form HCl. So here phosphorus react with oxygen too, but in the presence of moisture. In the absence of moisture, there is no reaction. Now we'll go through that. What are metals? Metals react with water. What happened? For example, potassium react with oxygen. Number one, potassium. We'll take metal potassium. Potassium floats on water. The density of potassium is 0.86 gram per cc. Its melting point is 62 degrees centigrade. It reacts with cold water. Means potassium react with water to form potassium hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Here hydrogen gas is liberated. This reaction is highly exothermic reaction. So it burns with a lilac colored flame solution. Means lilac colored flame. Potassium is a strong reducing agent and it undergoes oxidation. These are the properties of potassium. Then sodium is also react with the cold water. It floats on water. The density of sodium is 0.97 grams per ml. Then melting point is 97 degrees centigrade. Then here generally sodium, if it is exposed to air, naturally what happened? It is converted into the respective oxide, means sodium oxide layer. So that is why sodium is stored under kerosene. So that is why what happened? It cannot expose to water. Means generally it is stored under water, kerosene. So sodium, it reacts with cold water. Sodium reacts with cold water to form the respective hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Like this here, what happened? The balancing reaction, 2 moles, 2 moles and 2 moles. So like this here, you will get what 2 moles of sodium react with 2 moles of water to form 2 moles of sodium hydroxide and with the liberation of hydrogen gas. So like this here, what happened? They react with cold water only. So here next metal, that is calcium. Suppose you take calcium metal, third metal, that is calcium. Calcium metal, it is also react with cold water. So it is a whitish grey metal. When it is dropped in water, it reacts with water and it sinks down and it reacts with water to form the respective hydroxides. How? Calcium react with water to form calcium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Here this is known as lime water. This is known as lime water. So like this here, calcium also react with cold water to form the respective product. Like this, potassium, sodium and calcium, they react with cold water to form hydrogen gas is liberated. Why? The reactivity of these metals are means greater than hydrogen. So that is why they react with cold water. Then what about magnesium? Fourth metal, that is you take magnesium. Magnesium does not react with cold water. It reacts with hot water only. Means magnesium, there is no reaction between cold water and magnesium. Why? The reactivity of metal is somewhat low. So here, that is why what happened, magnesium powder is boiled with water to form the respective hydroxide. It is very important reaction. Suppose magnesium react with hot water, means liquid state, if it is react on heating to form the respective hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. This is means in liquid state to form the respective hydroxides with the liberation of hydrogen gas. It's a very important reaction. Suppose here water vapor react with what is this gaseous state to form the respective hydroxide with the liberation of water, hydrogen gas. Means very important reaction. You have to concentrate here. Magnesium react with boiled water to form the respective hydroxide with the liberation of hydrogen gas. If it is a vapor, means steam. If it is react with steam to form the respective oxides and to form and hydrogen gas is liberated. So like this here what happened, why it is react with what hot water or here what steam means, the reactivity of magnesium is somewhat low. So that is why they react with water, hot water. Then what about aluminium? Aluminium also, the reactivity of aluminium is also slow. So that is why here what happened, aluminium react with water. Suppose for example, so aluminium, the reactivity of aluminium is also what you call somewhat less. So that is why they react with hot water, so to form the respective aluminium oxide plus water. Like this here what happened, 2 moles of aluminium react with 3 moles of water to form what are 3 moles of, so here hydrogen gas is liberated. Here what happened, aluminium react with water to form aluminium oxide and with the liberation of hydrogen gas. So here 3 plus 3, it is a balanced chemical reaction on heating to form the respective oxides and with the liberation of hydrogen gas. So here what happened, next metal, suppose you take iron, aluminium, zinc, they react with water to form the respective oxides with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Suppose you take aluminium already to form. Zinc react with hot water to form zinc oxide plus hydrogen gas. Suppose you take next metal, you take iron, react with water on heating, means here the reactivity of this metal is low, so that is why here what happened, hydrogen gas. Means you take metals like aluminium, zinc and iron, so here what happened, to form the reacts with the hot water to form the respective oxides with the liberation of hydrogen gas. Sometimes here what happened, it is converted in ferric oxide, it is also converted into sometimes Fe3O4, ferroferric oxide is formed. Ferroferric oxide is formed. So like this here what happened, depends on the respective reactivity, so to form the respective oxides. Thank you. This is chemical properties part 1, and in next class I am going to explain about water chemical properties part 2. So if you like, then like it and share and subscribe it and comment. If you want any videos, please comment and I will add in the videos. Thank you.